It's time to fuck it up. This is the law, the law.
All right, welcome to the Law Live Audio Wrestling. If you've been following along, you know that the name is in the name, and the name is wrestling. So let me ask you about this one this week, Bradie. We got to see finally, I don't know why I do that every time. We got to see the debut. I will cut you so deep.
Oh, we're cutting that out of the YouTube. Okay, let's start the YouTube over again.
It's a win.
Okay,
just like in the world of professional wrestling, we finally got to see the debut of a wrestler that people have been asking for half a minute now.
Yeah.
Right?
Dexter Lumis in a pig mask.
We're not talking about that. We're talking about Jacob Fatu.
Okay.
And he finally made his debut. It was the Fatu debut.
Yeah.
And
great debut as well, actually. It was very strong.
Okay. What did you think of it from start to finish?
I think him diving in.
What did it do for Solo?
No, I don't give a shit. I don't really care about Solo at all.
Oh. Do you think that Solo is an auxiliary character in this entire thing at this point?
And I think Solo was a bad choice.
Really?
Yep. And I think that's why you're seeing a flood of people come in right now, because I think the company realizes it as well. I don't, and this is no knock on Solo. I'm not trying to shit on the guy. I just don't see it. I don't see it.
Interesting.
I don't think the work is anything special. I don't think the promos are anything special. Could he get better? Yeah, but I would have said this about Roman Reigns 10 years ago too. I think his work would have been better, or in-ring work would have been better. But
here's what I think about the character that is Solo right now. If you look back at where it was, he was this, when Roman Reigns was there, he was this quiet dude, always stuck in the background, just like, he was the heater of the bloodline, didn't say anything. And then all of a sudden, and then all of a sudden you see Roman gone, and he kind of like looks at it like this is his opportunity to jump into the spotlight. And he just takes over that position with no handoff, no like you're in charge, no kiss on the cheek, no none of that kind of stuff. He just takes that position.
Mm-hmm.
But I think what you're seeing now is what you're going to start to see is that he's not that ruthless killer that everybody thought that he was before when he has to be a leader. I think that what you're going to see possibly, what if you find out that Jacob Fatu is in fact, let's say you've just unleashed this Freddy Krueger type character, you know what I mean? So to speak, like you've unleashed the werewolf that is Jacob Fatu. You've unleashed this monster that even Solo can't control.
Yeah.
And maybe the two Tongans, Tama Tonga and Tongaloa, have realized very early, because they know who this Jacob Fatu person is, that, oh shit, this is a bad move having him involved. This is going to be the downfall. This is the catalyst that starts off that bloodline versus bloodline feud. Maybe.
And you very well could be right. There's a couple reasons why I like seeing Jacob Fatu hired in the company. One is because I do think he's one of the better workers. Like he's fucking fantastic. If you haven't seen Jacob Fatu's run in MLW and on the indies, just type in Jacob Fatu highlights and that'll do justice. You don't even have to watch the matches, but my goodness, he can move. He can move when he was a big guy, and now that he's in really, really good shape, I'm assuming he's going to move even faster. And then another reason why I like seeing it is because he has 4,500 kids, and now I know they are being fed properly.
Is he the best version of a Samoan wrestler right now?
Right now, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, he is.
Because, I mean, we have The Rock.
He has been for a while.
We have Roman Reigns. We have the Usos. We have a lot of them that have been doing it, this generational's pull outside of The Rock.
He's the best of the Wild Samoan era mixed with the best of the nowadays futuristic Uso era. So you have that super kicky kind of, splash era, and then you have that wild man biting you. My head is as hard as a rock type thing. I think he's the perfect blend. I also think Tama is a really good mix of old school heel and the nowadays flashiness I really like what they're doing. I know a lot of people are starting, like the average WWE fan, you're starting to see it in comment sections and YouTube and all this stuff because that's how I keep up on a lot of this, right? Like I said, I'm a pretty busy dude, so I can only watch so much. And what I see collectively, sorry for pumping my microphone there. What I see collectively down the line is that the storyline has gone on too far and it's kind of boring now. And I think the reason why is because they had to get to the point where Solo has to wear driving gloves and a suit and a P.S. Hayes, Doc Hendricks, tight velour shirt to try and look like he's a hitman because he doesn't look intimidating. Like, there's nothing intimidating about him at all. I'm assuming if he
What
wanted to fucking fight me, I'd be intimidated, but otherwise, I don't see him
if
on TV. I see boring, bland, and not the guy for the job.
what if that's exactly the reason that they had him do the job? What if we're leading up to the fact that Solo finds out that he's not the guy for the job, and that Jacob Fatu starts running roughshod on everybody and forcing him out and forcing the bloodline to
Brilliant
do
writing,
really
man.
bad stuff?
Brilliant
What
writing.
if Solo Sokoa has to go begging for Roman to come back and save him
Well,
from
and then
Solo?
Roman wouldn't want to because of how mean he's been to Paul. Because
Well,
Solo has been nothing but an asshole to a man called Paul Heyman.
The law, the law, the law, the law, the law, the law. The law. The law.
SolidFanClub.ca gives you full access to Canada's leader in professional wrestling, featuring legends like Mick Foley, modern megastars such as Cody Deaner, and future sensations like Tyler Turva. RockSolidFanClub.ca offers exclusive series, podcasts, live streams, specials, and full events, all for less than $9 a month. Sign up today at RockSolidFanClub.ca, where real fans get it.
be sure to click that subscribe button, click that like button, and tell all of your friends. Share it with everybody. We appreciate you just as much as you appreciate us. So let's make this thing even bigger.